Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ooh, yes, here we go. We hopped up on that bus. Bird, chill, high, Roger and Lowy crushing friendly Gus. Bulldog vision, all these boys see is red. What a crappy life, R.I.P. Ed. Heights GMC, you're collecting all the dust.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by Premier Properties of Dublin. We are your first, your only source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Glad you could join us today. You know me, I'm the guy with the bad posture, a hairline that's fading daily, been referred to as skinny fat. My name's Chill. 3/4 of the gang is here. So let's meet the rest of the Big Ugly team that are with us this morning. Sitting to my right, he is a UGA graduate. He's a diehard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stink. Thinks he's a 10, but he's really a 2.5. He is the pride of Buddy Johnson Road. Y'all get on your feet for Adam Hightower.
Hey, appreciate that warm welcome, Chili.
Sitting beside him, really feeling himself this morning. He is a Seminole for life. Lost a ton of weight, but he's still fat. His diaper needs changing regularly. He's got a tick-like slice and napkins for hands. He's big. He is sloppy. He's the one and only Big Raji.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
You want to hear that again, Raj?
No, I'm all right.
I
heard enough Sunday night. I'm like,
okay.
Know what it sounds like.
All right. Well, good morning, fella.
Good morning.
Law, how you doing this morning, bud?
I am fine.
So Law is driving another bus this morning and required us to come in early for the show, right? He said, if I'm going to be able to come.
Bus route must start at 4:30.
He said, if I'm going to be able to come, we've got to start the show really early. And we all said, all right, we'll make it happen. And then what happens in the middle of the night, Hype?
Middle of the night?
This morning.
This morning. I done showered and got ready. Y'all go ahead without me, guys. I'm not going to make it.
What you reckon his reason is?
I am not going to be able to be there. You are dumb. You are dumb. Do the show anyways.
This is your fault for thinking that I would keep my word.
What's his reasoning?
If I could kind of circle back to when we were coaching together, I mean, he could have. His daddy's cows might have got out of the pen. The water main. Now, he's on city water. The water main busted multiple times while we were coaching, and he was always out there wrench in hand, just fixing the pipe. So, I mean, who knows?
Sounds like him and Junebug Floyd got a lot in common. They'll have to get pulled away from their job for some crisis at home.
Yeah. Now, Junebug's be his pond turned over, fish belly up out there. Him and Daddy got to go clean up the pond, but...
Oh, man. So, no Law with us this morning. Before we dive into some college football talk, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, it's right in the bottom of the screen. All you got to do is click that button. Give us a thumbs up on there too, if you will, or thumbs down, I guess, if you want to do that. Follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram at Big Ugly Sports. So make sure you're following for all the up-to-date information.
Some of our listeners are going to be pleased that Mitch isn't here because they won't hear that ice.
I've had multiple people say that. That's correct. No chewing. They might get me slurping coffee, but all right. Got the graphics working this morning. Did a little homework last night. A little blurry on the image, but that's the best I could do, okay? So we're trying to the baby steps. All right. So the question I want to talk about with you guys right now, what is Colorado's ceiling after that big week one? And I know Raji's got a little bit of resentment towards Prime.
But what are we talking about?
On the season. There's
just
people,
for this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this year. There were people talking CFB playoffs after that win. So
yeah, I heard some of those terrible things.
So I want to know.
That's a little bit too much too early.
Let's look at Colorado's schedule.
And Raji's got a little bit of dislike for Deion, even though he did everything he did for you guys down there at No Nation.
Bump Deion. That's what I think.
I mean, it's going to be a huge turnaround to have a winning season after what they've been historically, but they had a huge roster turnover, and they have some really good playmakers, it looks like, on offense. I mean, they'll be bowl eligible, it seems like. If they put up a lot of points, we'll, not to get ahead of myself, but we'll be talking about one of their games today. But I would say 7-5.
Yeah,
which would be a huge turnaround. Look, just name out a couple. What's their tough opponent? They got a pretty tough schedule based on.
They've got Oregon on the 23rd. They've got followed by USC.
So that's going to be back-to-back tough ones.
UCLA on the 28th.
Should be good game, probably.
Oregon State on the 4th. I only say Oregon State because they're ranked right now.
And they got Ungavalela or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and then Utah at the end of the season.
Okay, 7-5. But, I mean, you got to feel like that's what they win one game last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge turnaround. And so
Shedeur Sanders was like really impressive. I don't think, though – I think they fit in well at the Pac-12 because they don't play any defense. I mean, they gave up 42 to TCU, who lost a bunch of guys,
and their coordinator,
which he didn't look great last night against the Fighting Dukies. But
so, do you guys think is he, as far as a coach, is he an above average coach? I'm talking. Let's just focus on the football side, and I know other things go into it because he's very good at getting people there. He's very good at hype. I heard his pregame speech; it was really good.
You know who he reminds me of? I'm being dead serious, but you might take it as a joke. He's like that boy Eddie Floyd. He's like Eddie.
He's got really good coaches around him. He gets everybody excited to be there. Mm-hmm. I think that like some of the videos that I've seen the things that I liked about Deion as a coach were he seems to be able to take all of his experiences and explain it to his kids, and they trust him, and he never got in trouble for anything.
Which is something to be said.
And he never, he had a stellar career in the NFL, had a good Major League Baseball career, and, he can impart a lot of wisdom on those guys. And I think that's what, he's so relatable to the kids, and they trust in him and believe in him. So,
really, the only difference you can probably think of between him and Junebug is court and height. Junebug was given everything, silver spoon. Deion probably had to work for his.
Deion had to earn it, yeah.
That's probably the only difference that comes to mind between those two.
Do you think now that
same type of athleticism?
I'd probably go Eddie. I bet Deion wouldn't be shirtless running races at East Orange Middle School.
Is there a statue of Deion at his high school, at his alma mater?
I don't think so.
They got one down there in Soperton.
Trutland County.
Mm-hmm.
Pride of Trutland.
Do you think now all that money that Deion's made, that he's got more land than Eddie does, or no? Eddie's still got more.
Eddie's got more.
Listen, we can't even touch what Eddie's got. Eddie don't know what he's got down there. I mean, he just runs forever down there.
He's got about 45 back 40s.
What was you about to say?
No, I mean, I think that he does a great job. Like y'all say, getting the kids to buy into what he's saying. I think a lot of the stuff though is overhyped. Like I think the game against TCU, Colorado was a lot better than we probably expected. But I don't think TCU
is worse than most people thought.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of both. So
if Saturday was a true indicator of the talent, like they have good players, they're going to win games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their receiving core was really good. I know everybody's making a big thing with Travis Hunter, which it was like impressive what
Very
he did.
impressive.
He's really good. But Shedeur Sanders was
Man,
to
just
me.
think, and I know we don't want to go there, but just think if he was in that maroon and gold over there.
It's garnet and gold, but
Whatever.
He wouldn't play.
He wouldn't start over there. Either side.
No, we're too
I'd
good.
take him in that red and black for sure.
Every day. All right, which leads me on to my next question, Raj. Is FSU back?
We've kind of had this conversation before.
But that was before
this.
Not really, because I also said that this was going to happen. So
yeah, but you said they were going to win by 8. So we're going to point out your wrongs. They didn't win by 8. They won by more than that. So
that was a beatdown.
Give us your.
I think that they're back for like this season. I think they're going to end up. The way Clemson looked, they might not lose a game. Just 'cause I think Clemson's not very good, but
Clemson definitely underwhelmed last night, which really hurt my Final Four pick.
Yeah, but I think next year they're going to take a step back. When I say that, like a step back, I think they'll win 10 games, 9 games, but they're very similar to how TCU was last year. They're going to be losing a lot. Like Jordan Travis is going to be gone, Keon Coleman's leaving, Johnny Wilson's leaving, Trey Benson's leaving.
Now, was this Keon Coleman's first year?
Yeah, he was at Michigan State.
He's transferred, yeah.
And the kid, Bell kid from
Jaheim Bell's going to be gone. They're going to lose 2 probably on the offensive line.
Verse will probably be gone.
Yeah, Verse. Both linebackers.
Is Lundy gone?
Lundy will be back, but not Pat Pate. Fabian Lovett, Brandon Fisk inside. The 2 linebackers will be gone. Like they're going to have a bunch of holes
Who's
to
the
fill next
quarterback
year.
in waiting here?
I think it's probably Brock Glenn.
Bringing Skeletor back?
No.
Where he's at right now?
He sounds with Dolphins.
What?
Practice squad.
As what position?
Quarterback. He got released, and then somebody got hurt. Backup quarterback got hurt, and then he signed back with the Dolphins.
He must have
his
grew
real
up.
What's his real
Blackman.
name?
James Blackman.
Okay,
James
remember.
Skeletor Blackman.
It was bad.
No, I think they'll. I think the year like next year, I think they'll take a step back. I think the 25 season, basically by the time that we get ready to play Georgia, I think we're going to be pretty.
What year is that series start? 27.
27.
Okay.
Because I think this recruiting class that we've got this year is going to be
So
top three, and I think obviously you keep that momentum going. And
so you're saying FSU's on the way up and Georgia's on the way down?
that is not what I said.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Imagine the hype around this show right here. Not only our hype, but the people's hype when they hear when Florida State and LSU, and Georgia are playing this year in the college football playoff. Because that could easily happen.
Just for the record, I don't think that Florida State, as good as they are, I don't have confidence that they would beat Georgia, because I think that Georgia is a lot more physical and a lot deeper on the line of scrimmage than LSU was. I do think that. You got Brock Bowers, very similar to kind of how FSU's guys are. Like, how are you going to stop him? I just think that Georgia's just so physical on the defensive side of the ball.
I would really enjoy to watch a Georgia FSU game together.
For sure.
After what I saw this past game.
He's passionate, isn't he?
He is.
Well, we are 100% watching it together. We're going to do like Barstool. We'll probably film it while we're watching it. Get our
yes,
reaction.
we're going to live
Frank the
stream.
Tank?
Live stream it.
No, that's not.
I
That
think
is not a good idea.
I think
I'm out on that.
Let's fast forward to the end of the season.
Out on that.
The end of the season, I think it would be, and I know you say nobody can guard your receivers, but I think Georgia's secondary, I think that'd be a great matchup, because Georgia's secondary, I think, has got a chance to be really good. And
I do too.
Especially by the end of the year with 12, 13 games under your belt.
I just think that when you got two guys that are a 6'4" and a 6'7", and you got Jaheim Bell working the middle of the field, the thing that I think that Georgia would dominate is I don't think Florida State would be able to run the ball on them.
I was really impressed with Johnny Wilson.
And he had some crappy drops.
Oh, man.
Dude, that first ball that they threw, they faked the power and threw the RPO to him. Dude, I was pissed.
It's a third down, too.
See, I didn't see that, but I just saw him.
Dude was nobody near him.
Just mashing little cornerbacks, just bullying them, basically.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little while we're in that before we pick games, because Georgia's not on the slate for games today for this week because they're playing Ball State. But what was your takeaway from Georgia? Are Bobo's catching a lot of flack already, but then you look at the numbers and they were good.
I don't. It's too early to say one way or another. People that don't know anything about football and some people who actually know a little bit about football, but they get a little bit
emotional.
Yes, when it comes to Georgia football, they're crying and all this stuff. It's just everybody just hold on, just wait, and just see what happens. It's just too early to tell.
The one play that jumped out to me that was just, oh man, that was. But everybody's gonna have bad calls. It was the run play right there.
And Kirby said it was bad. Yeah. It was just bad.
But you got a first time starting quarterback. You put up 400 and something yards total offense. He
threw for 294, I think.
Yeah,
290 something.
Georgia will be fine.
Yeah, I'm not concerned.
You're playing against UT Martin. I didn't watch any of their games.
Listen, you don't play great and you score 40-something points and
give up none. Really,
it's hard to gauge whether or not your team's going to be any good or are they focused? Are they, how many guys? How early did they pull their starters and all this? You got a new quarterback and a new offense coordinator. There's got to be some time to mesh there.
You're going to probably be hearing the same thing this week, because against Ball State, they're going to end up winning by 40 or 50 points.
But you know what? Those people they're idiots.
At Ed.
So just enjoy the game and don't worry about it until you actually have to worry about it.
Yeah, go Dogs. All right,
I was just going to say, nobody cares what people are saying on Facebook, social media. Like, your opinion matters none.
But ours is
the utmost important.
100%
utmost.
The most humble. The most humble opinions.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Make sure you stay tuned. If you're watching on 35, stay with us. We'll come back after the break, and we've got some picks to make. We've got a guest picker coming on, and we've got a game to play. So we'll take a quick commercial break. For all of your commercial and residential real estate, as well as property management needs, give Premier Properties of Dublin a call at 478-274-1606. Their customer service is unmatched, and I can personally guarantee that they will work with you to get you the deal that you want. Again, that's Premier Properties at 478-274-1606.
This is Brad Meeks, owner of Brian's Giant Subs. Thanks for listening to the Big Ugly Sports Podcast. Come see us today to grab your favorite sub, 1632 Veterans Boulevard in the Oaks Shopping Center, Dublin, Georgia.
Are you tired of overpaying for your cable? Do you feel like you're not getting your money's worth? I've got just the solution for you. J2 Streaming Services. With over 9,000 live channels and packages starting at $15 a month. Visit www.j2streaming.com.
Bank of Dudley is proud to sponsor the Big Ugly Sports Show. Wherever you're listening to your favorite sports show, you can also be banking with your favorite bank. Bank of Dudley offers mobile and online banking platforms to make managing your money easy. Get on that Bank of Dudley bus. Bank of Dudley since 1905. Member FDIC.
Big Peach Car Wash, located across from Walmart on Highway 80. They will be breaking ground soon. Make sure for all your car washing and vehicle needs to stop by Big Peach Car Wash, located across from Walmart on Highway 80. Black Shear Beverage with 2 locations, located in the Cordele area on Highway 280 and Georgia 300. For all your beverage needs, be sure to stop by Black Shear Beverage.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by Premier Properties. Roger's struggling over there. He let one ride during the commercial break. And I'm glad my nose is stuffed up. Can't hold, can't smell it. Height got a glimpse of it, I guess. And
Still a lot of high breath.
Way worse.
all right, so before we make our college picks and we're trying to let our esteemed guest picker sleep in just a little bit because it's early in the morning, but we're going to play a little game here. We're going to rank. I've got 5 NFL quarterbacks, and I know Roger's NFL guru. So we're going to rank them. We're going to rank them blindly, meaning they don't know what's coming next. So they got to take a chance, or we'll see how it goes. So the first one I want to hear you guys rank 1 through 5. Russell Wilson.
At this stage in his career, I'll go 4. I think he looked back. He'll be better this year with Sean Payton. They're getting their weapons back, but he's took a step back. I'll go 4.
This is just the blind thing where you
don't know what's coming next.
I'll go 5.
5. All right. Speaking of, real quick before we even go further, is Russell Wilson a Hall of Fame quarterback? Regardless of how the rest of his career plays out at Denver? Or is it he's a Hall of Fame, could be out based on how the rest of it goes, or we don't really know and he needs to play well?
I say he's in.
Yeah. I mean, he's won, 2 Super Bowls? And he's actually one of the most accurate quarterbacks, in the history.
I mean, he's been very productive throughout his entire career.
Yeah, the last year was the worst year by far that he's had. Mm-hmm. I think you put him in.
Okay. All right, so we got him at 4 and 5. All right, next, Aaron Rodgers. A-Rod.
I'll go 3.
I'll put him at 2. Just because I think this year, even last year he was still really good, even though Green Bay wasn't ideal. And I think this year, he's got better weapons. Garrett Wilson's going to be really good. He's talented, so I'll put him at 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I had him at 3. I can think of 2 or 3 guys that I'd rather have than him, so I'm just banking on you putting two of those guys in there.
Until he comes out here with Desmond Ridder, and that's going to have to be your 1.
All right, Jalen Hurts.
I'll put Hurts at 2.
Yep, 2.
Okay, so you got what open? What you got left? 1 and 5?
1
and he's got 1 and 4?
Where did you have Aaron Rodgers?
3.
3.
You got 1 and 4 left, right? All right. Stafford.
Well, he would have to be my 5.
He'll be my 4.
I'm going to end up getting freaking screwed right here. Hey, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk is solid now.
Yeah,
if you watch the Netflix series, you'll like him.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
which one?
Solid dude. What was the name of it? It was the one that Peyton Manning did.
Oh, I didn't.
He produced that with him and Desmond Ridder not Desmond Ridder.
Mariota and Mahomes. Mm-hmm. It's like called the quarterback or something.
Oh, I got you. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So both of you got 1 available.
It's about to be bad. Can I want to guess here. It's if Ridder, of course it is.
Desmond Ridder, baby.
Crappy. I knew that crap was going to happen. That was. Are you kidding me?
Kidding me?
I think a better segment is you give us the names.
Well, I can't always leave the number one. I can't have y'all thinking the number one's going to be the best. The five's going to be the best one.
I feel like
gotta
my
make
2 through 5 is good. Desmond Ridder at the top. God bless.
I mean, it's a gamble. You got to go. If it's a gamble to lock down one with somebody like Jalen Hurts or somebody, but that's part of it.
That is.
I just thought Joey B was going to be in there. Or
Now that's
Pat
receiver.
Mahomes.
You talking about Joey B like Joel Allen?
No, sorry, I apologize.
Joel Hill.
Sorry, I forgot about Reggie's boy.
Hashtag 1386.
Oh boy.
And if we were to like blindly rank receivers, I would take him over Justin Jefferson in my most humble opinion.
All right, guys, let's go to the phone right here. See.
The person you were trying
Oh, boy, Jace got us on Do Not Disturb, boy.
Dude, this is unreal. Shoot him a text real quick.
Hey, he's going. Hey, my bad, phone guy.
I'm sorry,
boy.
the person you were
Oh, God.
I love it.
that has not been set up.
It is. It's a
When
little
did
bit
you call
early.
Opie?
It's a little bit earlier than. Listen, it's a little bit earlier than it's
I
anticipated.
hope he don't have the picks. He don't know.
He can get it game by game.
It's a little bit earlier than anticipated.
It's
This is
10
crazy.
minutes. He's got to be up and ready.
This is
Well, you know what that is?
It's on Mitch.
Oh, no, it ain't on Mitch. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Do you know where I was going with that? Who can we ultimately blame for Jace not being up
Mike
and being
Thompson.
ready? Mike Thompson.
It's Mike's
And
fault.
if
Did Mike know about it?
Was a better, if he's a better father, at the end of the days, you got to look at yourself, son. And that's Mike Thompson's fault. That's like I said, boy, in the intro, that boy NC causing problems now. He has been known.
Oh, that's funny.
Well.
All right, so before we even dive into our week 2 picks, let's recap week 1. So our first celebrity guest picker, J Baby, sets the bar high with a 7-3.
Big heavy bowl of ice cream, unbelievable.
Big Sherbert comes in at 7-3.
The big Sherb,
Raji led the Big Ugly team at 6-4.
get used to that, boys.
Law Dog comes in second at 5-5, and I got Height and Chill neck and neck at 4-6. So not far back. Not far back.
My dad told me yesterday that my picks were not good, and he didn't know what I was thinking with those picks. He also wasn't fond of my John McCain.
He said that after the.
He didn't like the John.
I don't think so.
All right, let's
I thought it was kind of
let's give him one more shot.
He's not going to answer.
probably not.
I'm sorry, the person you were
That's-
trying
That
to
is
that's
tough.
That's all right.
Does Opie answer right now if we call him?
I mean, only one way to find out. I don't know.
He's gonna be upset. He's gonna be upset because he's not have time to.
You
prepare.
guys didn't let me prepare.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, boys.
Hey,
Well.
I think that's really on law because again, that's now two people that answer.
Yeah. All it's just. Yep.
He said, he's kind of set us up for failure this morning.
All right, let's go through these games real quick. We got 10 on here, but we're going to go through. We'll discuss maybe 6, and then we'll just kind of make our picks if we're good with that, because 10 kind of took a little while last time. So the first one we've got Vandy plus 6.5 at Wake.
I'm gonna go Wake.
I'm gonna take Vandy. I think them with Wake losing Sam Hartman, they lost a lot of guys. They were a big super senior team last year.
I should call Jay and see who to take.
He did the
He
vote.
went 7-3.
You went Wake, Height?
Yeah.
Roger, you went
I'm
Vandy?
taking the Doors.
Man, 4 o'clock was mighty early this morning.
Ooh, yes.
Stupid Longhorn.
Well, you look like it will.
You look like it was rough on him.
Yeah.
Hey, my hair looks good though.
That just, can you go sideways for the camera, please?
He ain't even got to. They can see it coming out.
It's kind of luscious.
Sides.
I have had people tell me that.
They just bring it in through velvet.
Yeah, soft.
I'm going to take Vandy as well. I'm going to take Vandy. I think it's going to be a game I will not watch, though. All right. Notre Dame -7 at NC State. The Fighting Irish, top 10
I'll take Notre Dame.
with Hartman.
I'll take Notre Dame.
Same.
So is NC State not the perennial powerhouse that you once made them out to be?
I've never said they're.
Well, you would always talk about how tough FSU's schedule was because they had to play NC State.
I have never one time said that.
You have at
FSU
least one.
schedule. Now, that was hard because of NC State.
You
I've
included
never
it.
said
You
that.
Because of
included-
teams like NC State. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
they were your example.
They were a good team last year, but they lost about
Yeah,
a bunch
so
of guys. Notre
Notre
Dame's
Dame.
good.
I'm good with Notre Dame. I think Hartman's a game changer for him over there. All right. Huskers plus 3.5 traveling over to Boulder to see Prime.
Now,
To Boulder.
Here's one that I think we should spend just a little bit of time on.
Couple hours.
So,
Please, by all means.
my boy Matt Anderson, I don't know if y'all know him. He teaches at West Middle. He's a good friend of mine. I've known him a long, long time. He's
Fan of the show?
Yes, loves the show. He's a long-time Nebraska fan.
That's tough.
Probably the only person in the state of Georgia that likes Nebraska, but he loves them.
What ties him to that? Just
When he was a young man, I guess in the 70s, I really don't know. I mean, he's elderly, but when I want to say Tommy Frazier or somebody was, and Tom Osborne was coach, right? Ain't that his name? They were playing Miami, and I think they did Fumblerooski to try to go to win instead of going for the tie or something. I don't know, some sob story he told me a long time ago about why he's a fan. But I would love to say Nebraska here because Colorado could have a little bit of a letdown game after that big first game win. However, I believe
not so fast.
I believe Colorado has better players. And I don't know if it's the entire roster's better, but it seems to be that their skill guys are going to be enough to make the difference. So I'm going to take Colorado.
2-0 start for the Buffs.
Well, I look at it that Nebraska got beat by Minnesota, and TCU to me is better than Minnesota. And Colorado put up 45. Nebraska, I don't even know how many they
I
scored.
said 13.
It wasn't a lot. It was a lot. I think it was 10.
10. I think it was 13-10 or something, wasn't it?
There you go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like Colorado as well. I think
Jody Pollock's going to enjoy that pick.
I think that they're going to be tough. I think they can score, and like you said, I don't think Nebraska can score with.
I think they win by probably 2 scores. We'll see.
Ole Miss, top 25.
This is an interesting game.
Yeah.
Top 25. Ole Miss -7 at Tulane on the road. Green Wave.
Now, granted it was Mercer, but they put up 73, which you put up 73 points. That's pretty impressive regardless of who you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Tulane taking out USC last year. Again, I think they're probably going to end up being number 21 or 22 in rankings come out today. The game's in New Orleans. Is I getting that right? Is that Tulane?
What kind of atmosphere is Tulane with Ole Miss coming into town? You think? Got to be rocking on it.
I think it'd be pretty good.
A lot of Green Wave out there.
A lot of Green Wave. I'll take Ole Miss. I think. I just think they're going to be really, really explosive on offense. Honestly, that's probably would be my sleeper pick potentially for the West. I know we talked about their schedule last week, which is really, really tough, but I think they're going to be able to put up points on folks.
Mm-hmm. Sleeper pick. Are you making? You making that statement here? Or are you just dabbling in it?
Just dabbling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that way, if they do, you can be like, "Yeah, I said it," and if they don't, but no, I said it wasn't.
Pretty much.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Standard.
Pretty much.
What you got, Height? Tough one.
I'll take Ole Miss -7. Just FYI, Jace is awake. He finally texted.
When did you bring him in?
And of course, he blamed Raji.
Of course he did.
What did he say?
He said Raji said 5:45, but that don't mean wake up at 5:40.
But again, that comes back to not being prepared, which comes ultimately
to his father.
From Mike.
From his father.
Come on, MT, do better, bro.
I'm just gonna mix it up here, just really because y'all both went Ole Miss. I'm gonna go Tulane, and for that reason only. I don't really know if they'll win or not. But all right, do we need to bring Jason now?
Yeah, let's get him on and get
We'll just run down his picks real quick.
Yeah.
We're going to the phones, ladies and gentlemen.
Good awkward silence there. Boom. That's wild. That is wild.
What up, Shield?
Hey, Jace, good to see you this morning, bud. I'm glad you finally woke up. Hopefully got some mouthwash rinsed around in there a little bit. Got you a swig of some water.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I just opened my eyes, so none of that happened.
Well, good morning. Good morning.
There's Height telling you good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
All right, so here's what we're going to do, Jace. We are 4 games in right now, so I just need you to rattle off your picks of these games when I tell you, and then you can we'll go conversation after that. All right, the first one, you got Vanderbilt +6.5 at Wake Forest. Who you got?
All right, I'm going to take Vandy to cover that.
All right. Next game we had was Notre Dame -7 at NC State.
I'm going to take Notre Dame, but I'll take NC State to cover.
Oh, well, that's what you're taking now. You're taking the points here.
So he's taking the pack.
You can't pick both. You got to pick one.
Yeah, I'll take the pack to cover, but I mean Notre Dame's going to win.
Hey, shout out Chase Horn.
He did that.
That's
for
what.
Chase.
Yeah, that's love for Chase. What that is.
Yeah, it is.
Nebraska plus 3. So every pick you make now, we got to factor into points. Nebraska plus 3.5 at Colorado.
Colorado big.
Huge.
Everybody's a believer now.
In Prime, we trust.
I'm about to say, I believe now.
All right, Ole Miss minus 7 at Tulane.
That's a good one. I'll go. I think Ole Miss. I'll take Ole Miss. I think they cover that.
All right, good deal. Now we're all caught up. All right, let's dive into our next one. We've got Texas A&M minus 4 heading over to Miami. Roger, what's your take on this one?
A&M really, really big.
Shout out, Jimbo.
Well, I think Miami is terrible.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's not a big spread. Miami's not very good.
Shout out to Raider Nation and Houston County. There's more people at that game Friday night than there was at Miami's opening home game. I'm not joking.
You are joking.
That's a stretch. That's a stretch. There was not many people in that game.
I'll take Texas A&M as well. I don't believe in Miami, and Jimbo does got some dudes over there, so maybe he can get them all on the same page this year.
Miami's shaking in them boots when they see them Noles coming.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Everybody is really.
Yeah, except Gordon State.
Jace, who you got?
Joe Buck ain't scared of nobody. I'm with Roger. I think A&M wins probably big. They look pretty good opening weekend, so yeah, I'll take A&M pretty big.
Can we pause? Can we pause right here? What are the chances, Jason? Obviously, you got to play with him. That Joel is the Travis Hunter of the league that Gordon State's in.
I mean, that's just a fact. I figure that was known information at this point. Joel could probably play at Miami. He'll probably be there in a couple of years.
Well, we predicted last year that he was going to be in Colorado once Prime went out there, but I don't know if he didn't. Reggie ain't linked up with him. 1386 ain't been out there yet. I don't.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the last time I talked to Joe, he told me that he was, Albany State. That was on his radar, and then after that, he was going to try to get in touch with Dion and see what he could do out there in Colorado.
That's fair.
And the wild thing is, I wouldn't really be surprised if he didn't say that. Really.
No, well, I mean,
in some kind of way.
My boy Joe is recovering from an injury right now, so hey, he's just trying to get back on the field.
I understand. That's love.
Joey injured reserve.
Well, they've got a good rehab program there at Gordon State for their football teams. They take their intramurals real serious over there.
That's too far. Reg ain't gonna like that one.
He's always overstepping.
All right, let's.
Oh, Jace.
All right, guys, we got about 5 games left to pick real quick. We're gonna pause for a quick commercial break. Make sure you stay with us. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by Premier Properties. We're in the middle of making these picks. You need to dial in with us. Our locks are coming later on in the show, but we're joined here by the one and only Jace Thompson, our celebrity guest picker, with us today. So
the one and only passing record holder at West Lawrence Middle School. Whenever, I don't know if y'all remember,
and part owner of Notorious Thompson Farms.
That is fair.
Amen. That is correct.
All right, so the next game we got an interesting game here. App State plus 18 heading over to Chapel Hill to take on the Tar Heels.
why is this game interesting? Just because it's an in-state?
Well,
game?
App State's been pretty good. It's in-state.
App State,
big spread.
App State went on the road and beat A&M last year. They've beaten Michigan on the road. They've kept a lot of games relatively close. I'm taking.
Does that answer?
No, I mean, I was just curious.
He's ready for that.
I'm taking.
He didn't like that. He didn't like
theirs.
Are you really plus 18?
Yeah, I am.
So Raji's taking App State.
I'm gonna go.
The fighting Luke Combs, if you will.
What was the score on North Carolina, South Carolina?
By a couple scores, didn't
I
it?
think it was 31-17.
Yeah, I'll take Tar Heels.
Is that right?
I'm gonna take.
That is right.
I'm gonna take UNC as what? No.
Jace, who you going with?
I'll ride with UNC.
Well, I mean, listen, UNC's coming off a big win over South Carolina, so they'll still win the game. But I like App State to cover. That's 18 points. That's a lot of points.
My man.
That is a lot of points.
My man.
I mean, Hot just shut that down, Roger. I mean,
well, that's what haters do.
What's interesting about this game?
Yeah. What's interesting about? I mean, there's nothing good about this.
I
mean, maybe that the fact that they're both maybe in the mountains, maybe Appalachia.
I don't even know why. Phil, I don't even know why you put the shame on me.
Well, the reason Roger took offense to it is because I texted him last night and I said I need 4 more games, and that's the first one he shot me was App State UNC.
Oh, was he defensive over there?
Yeah, he didn't like. He
I didn't realize
he pounced
that.
on that.
I didn't realize we were so sensitive. We can't even ask genuine questions around here no more.
Oh, God, he's about to catch your hands. Buddy.
I thought it was unusual. He called a App State North Carolina game really interesting, and so I just want to know. Hey, why? Is there a storyline I don't know about?
Well, I just kind of gave it to you.
Okay,
All right, next one. Over to Statesboro, we got
a really interesting game right here.
Well, Trent Diffler's the coach at UAB.
Trent Diffler,
Yeah,
Dilfer.
whatever his name is.
Oh, Diffler.
Diffler,
good.
whatever his name is.
And we got some ties to UAB.
Yeah,
You know,
we do.
we're
we do
essentially
that.
alum
We're
over
We're
there.
essentially alumni.
Yeah. So we've got UAB, the fighting Trent Diffler's coming into town to take on Georgia Southern. UAB's getting 6.5. What you got, Raj? This will be Diffler's second game.
Give me. What is it? What is it? Longhorn said War Eagle for Georgia Southern. Yeah, I'll take the War Eagle.
All right, who you got? Statesboro did shut out the Citadel this past week.
They beat Citadel down pretty well. So I'll go. Yeah, I'll go one more time. Georgia Southern.
All right,
War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Hey,
Longhorns moron.
I'm going with Diffler. I'm gonna ride with Diffler in the game since we went over there and visited their campus and essentially became one of them.
Who was the point guard that we kept calling out? Do you remember his name?
Jelly Walker.
Jelly Walker.
Jelly.
That's it.
Yeah, that boy
Yeah.
Jelly.
Well, so I'm gonna
What
go
you
with
got, Jace?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Team Diffler. They're gonna go to University of Statesboro and they're gonna knock him off.
I like it. All right, let's just roll through these. Right here, we've got Cincinnati +8 at Pitt. Who you going, Raji?
I'm taking the Panthers.
Pitt Panthers for me as well.
Jace, who you like?
I'm gonna go Pitt. Big, they cover that.
All right, I'll go Cincy.
I love your confidence, Jason.
Hey, when you know what you're talking about, you can be confident.
There you go.
Amen.
He's
Amen.
been listening to Longhorn.
All right, Auburn -6.5 at California. Raj, what you got?
Yeah, change things up.
Sorry.
That's wrong game. That's wrong game, bud. There you
Here
go.
it is.
There you are.
Well, I wanted to say that one for last on me. I put it out of order.
I'll take Auburn, but I think it's still probably a less than 10-point game. But they cover 6.5.
All right.
You don't know anything about these teams. You're just like looking at their pictures and deciding which one of these. Locals
No, I don't know anything about. I don't know a lot about Cal. I'll take Auburn.
Tell me what you know about Auburn.
Well, I know that they have a new head football coach, a new offensive coordinator, and they have their starting quarterback from last year transferred, I believe. So, but it's at Cal.
Tell me what you think about Cal's logo because you're examining it right there so hard. What do you think?
I feel like they could have done a little better.
Jace, what you got?
Who was that was against second chances? Auburn shouldn't even have that head coach right now. Somebody didn't want second chances.
Who was that?
One of y'all's previous episodes.
Was
When
that?
I was talking about Hugh Freeze getting hired at Auburn. Somebody, no second chances or something like that.
Was that
Who said it? Was it
who
Hyde?
that?
I can't remember who said it.
Sound like something
Anyway,
Raji would say.
Of course it is. Of course
anyway,
it is.
moving on.
Moving
I'll take
on.
Auburn to cover. I'll take Auburn to cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Auburn as well. All right, the last one right here we've got that we can talk about a little bit here. We've got Texas +7 heading to Bama.
It's going to be like Florida State, LSU, and Bama's going to absolutely roll Texas.
Really?
But they're not as good as Florida State.
Interesting game here. And a little side note: last year, Alabama did not take their band to Texas because Texas said that the band had to sit in the upper deck. So this year, guess what seats the Texas band got?
Upper seats or not? No seats.
Upper deck seats.
Nice.
So I thought that was fun.
Two can play that game, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, if anybody's going to one up somebody, it's going to be Nick Saban. But
Make a pick, Height. Which?
I'll go Bama. I was just talking about how it was so interesting.
Yeah.
Well, what makes that so interesting?
I'm gonna take Bama as well. Jace, what you like here?
My head's telling me to take Alabama, but I want it to be a good, close game. So I think I'm going to take Texas to cover. I like Texas.
Okay, good. I like so now. Jay was 7-3 last week, Jay. So you've got, I mean, to be our guest picker of the year, it's a big, tough task ahead of you.
That's a shocker. He had some bold picks last week.
Yeah, the Sherbert man, the bowl of Sherbert did.
Neapolitan ice cream. Somebody
Running
called
swag.
it. Lock. Jace, you got a lock? A lock for the week?
I ain't got no laws locked.
Laws.
Law. That's
Like
good.
it.
What not to take? Law's lock. All right, Jace.
No. I'll take that back. Colorado. That'll be my lock.
Okay, lock it in. Prime.
Yep.
Hey, listen, appreciate you getting up with us. Keep your head down, stay humble, man.
Listen, just stay low. You know, y'all just trust the process. Listen. You know,
Listen. Hey,
Shout out.
listen.
shout out my boy Joey Buck. He's living proof. You know, just give somebody
Give him a chance.
Yep.
Hey, ring season. Let's go.
Amen. Back to back. Golden State.
All right, Jace, get some rest, but we'll
County
have you later.
champs, Gordon State. Boy.
All right.
See,
Hi.
see you, bud. And that's the one and only Jace Thompson right there with his picks.
Hi.
All right, so let's hear. Height, let's start with you right here.
Did I say something?
Height, let's get your lock. What's your lock of the week? Apart from those games we just talked, if everybody's dialing in right now and they got to lay their money somewhere and they want some return on it.
Utah minus 6.5 at Baylor. That's my lock of the week.
I like that pick.
I like it.
I do
Thanks.
as well.
I'm glad y'all do.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Was it -6? All right.
6.5. It was minus 6.5.
I'm going to take. I just lost it. Give me a second.
What about you, Chill?
I'll go ahead. I'm going to take. That was one choice. I made two just in case somebody had the same one as me. My first one though, I'm taking Oregon minus 6.5 at Texas Tech. Texas Tech lost to Wyoming last week, so
I think that's a good call by you.
thank you.
Heck of a call, actually.
Wow. I mean, lock them down. So that sounds like a parlay to me right there.
It does.
For sure, parlay.
I'm going Texas State against Utah State. Not Utah State, excuse me. Texas or San Antonio. Texas
I'm
State.
confused. Who's playing?
Texas State. Texas State is playing against University of Texas San Antonio.
UTSA Roadrunners.
Yeah, and they are Texas State is plus 12. Texas State is a team that just beat Baylor at Baylor. So I think they.
Is that the mean green?
You're taking Texas State plus 12 as your lock.
Yeah, against Texas San Antonio.
No, I did see where Baylor's starting quarterback was out. I don't know if he was out that game or if he got hurt that
There's
game.
a humongous talent differential, regardless if that guy's not playing or not against Texas State. So they go on the road, beat them by what I think it was almost 2 scores. I'll take them. I'll take them with the points here.
All right. We got a few minutes left now. We can spend some time talking about a little more football, or I've got a dead for Ed lined up if you want to do that.
We should.
It's kind of up to
NFL
you
starts
guys.
this week too. We didn't really hit on. Do we need to just go to the Falcons prediction here?
Who they got?
I'm just talking for the season.
Oh,
Like, do we? Okay. Do you think they make the playoffs?
I was going to say over under win 7,
Over.
7.5,
Over.
8,
Over.
12.
17. No, I think they go 10-7. I think they make the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think the receiving core is going to be a lot better. I think they're going to have so many different packages to be able to have Algier and Robinson on the field, and then have Algier and Patterson, and then Patterson and Robinson. I think you can split those guys out. I think they'll be not very good on defense, but they will be better than they have been. They hit the free agency market a lot. If Ritter can just be decent.
That's where my question mark is. I mean, and I know the Falcons have gone all in on him basically, right? And they just want him to be the guy. So they must see something in him that they like. I just think
that I think up front they're going to be a top 10 offensive line, and I think the running back room is one of the best in the entire league. So I think they're going to take a lot of pressure off of him. I think that's why which I wish they would have drafted Jalen Carter instead of Bijan, right? Regardless how good Bijan is, but
there's a lot of hype around him.
If the over under is 10 wins, I'm going under.
Let's go 8.5. We'll go 8.5. Let's set it at 8.5.
I'm gonna go under.
I'm going over. I think they're going to be pretty. They're going to be a lot better than people think.
I think 9's the number, so I'll take the over. But I mean, I don't think I wouldn't place any money on that.
I don't know who they are.
But y'all did have Ritter as y'all's number one quarterback earlier, so there's some belief
About
there.
that.
That was bad.
And I guess we'll have to save this, Jim, for next time.
No, we gotta go ahead and do it. We gotta go ahead and do it.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go ahead and do it, please. It looks like Quagmire.
Who is that lady?
Oh, in case you're just listening on the radio, we've got a still shot behind us of Ed. This is the infamous Dead for Ed segment. R.I.P. to this guy right here. What
The worst bowl cut you've ever seen.
Look how fat his neck is.
Look at what the kids used to tell him. They look like he has like Reese's Puffs on his head.
Was that the kids or you?
It could have been both.
All right, so y'all want a quick Dead for Ed?
Yeah.
Now
look,
that
at
it's
it.
up.
Look at it.
I can't get. It's like a bad wreck. I can't take my eyes off of it.
So you got to determine, would you bring this guy right here, this very guy back for
Not the way he looks now.
right there, Robin Williams?
But, yeah.
Robin Williams.
Robin, yeah.
Come on, bud.
I thought that was easy. I'm going Robin as well. All right, Prince.
Prince.
Yeah. Purple Rain.
I'm bringing Ed back over Prince.
No chance.
Wasn't really a huge Prince guy. And
I like
really not a huge Ed guy either.
What about Raspberry Beret?
I mean, it's a good song. I mean, it's a couple, but I got a little bit more love for Ed in there.
Have you not seen this episode of Chappelle where Charlie Murphy played basketball with Prince?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Ed's never done anything remotely that cool.
He's QB 2.
Well, he got took the trash
2.5.
can by David Pollock.
That's true.
They
Which led
threatened
to
to shave his head.
David Pollock getting fired from
ESPN.
College Game Day. Yeah.
Shout out to his savior there, though. David Green come in and protected him back then.
Dude,
All right,
stop, bro.
this may be a clean sweep against Ed for y'all. I threw some pretty good names out there. So next we've got the Macho Man Randy
David
Savage.
Green thought Ed was the water boy, and that's why he was looking after him the way he was.
We've got the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Bring Macho back. I was Macho for Halloween two Halloweens ago.
Well, I like Macho Man just based on that South Park episode.
Yes, where he's competing against those women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just based on that.
Yeah, I'm bringing Macho Man back as well. Brought a lot more entertainment to
That
me than
flying
Ed.
elbow was nasty, boy.
All right, Junior Seau.
Junior said, "Well, no, Ed. I'll take Ed. I'll take Ed.
Yeah. I'll take it. I mean, one of the best linebackers ever, but yeah, I'll take Ed.
I could go either way on this. I'll go Ed just for the fun of it. All right, the last but certainly not least here,
That photo's too much."
Joe Paterno.
Ooh.
Now he did have a guy under him that worked for him that has a lot of similarities to Ed. Not saying who. I'm not saying who. What are you doing?
I don't know where to go here.
You're Joe Paterno. You got to factor in the football coach.
My head was going to the same place.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I just said
Is that right?
one of his assistants like him. I didn't say who. I mean, that's no deal.
Was that too far?
I'm making Height hold his
super
nose over here.
I'm uncomfortable. You know it's bad if I'm uncomfortable.
All right, Joe Paterno or Ed?
Oh, so I can't even think straight right now. I'll take Ed. I'm ready to move on.
Rod, what you got?
I'll take Ed.
I'll take Ed too. I got Ed 3-2 here with the win for today, bringing Ed back.
That's good to me.
Yeah.
Enjoy that.
And before I'd be remiss if I forgot, I caught some grief about it this weekend out at Jay's, but Ryan Savage's wife, remember we commended their marriage.
Miss Savage.
Miss Savage. Haley. Miss Haley Savage. We forgot her name. They are loyal listeners. They got married the other day. Couldn't remember her name. She said it was not a big deal. I told her we're better than that. So, Haley, we're sorry. Congratulations on getting married. Bring us home, Ryan.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Jay's Birdfield ripoff next week.
Oh, yeah. Forgot. We'll circle
Just
back.
continue to listen to us. Give us a 5-star review and a subscription.
Hit us up on social media, Instagram and Facebook, Big Ugly Sports.
Yep. Make sure you subscribe. Stay with us. Get all the updates on social media. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you're watching. Remember, we are brought to you by Premier Properties, and we are grateful to be here. Still getting closer. I believe next week is our 1-year anniversary, so what better time to talk about Jace Birdfield than then? So wherever you're at today, whatever you're doing,
get up on that bus. So proud. hear a thing cause he always talking loud. Chill swear he fire, but that hangout time is weak. He really just blowed that he need a hairpiece. Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, they call me Big Roger. Yeah, but sometimes in they cut, they call me Bevo Lottie. We stay with the facts that you know we gon' discuss. Fussing or fighting, yeah, we get up on that bus. Young.